Hi, it's Kim, and this morning I am out in my deck and garden checking on some old Hypertufa bowls that I have under a tree by the house in the backyard. This is a dappled willow tree, and I have a lot of containers that I need to relocate the succulents and sedum that are growing in them. I have planned to put them in the retaining wall and in some of the beds I've got at the side on my boulder gardens, but I thought I would film, the preparation of those bowls, and I thought maybe you'd enjoy that. So here we go, getting all those bowls ready. This morning out here, I have collected a lot of my Hypertufa dishes, some of the older ones that had plants in them that either weren't growing so well, or I was tired of that arrangement and I've put it in something else. And what I've done on this instance is just I needed to clean the bowls. So I've got one of my Hypertufa molds, a big giant tub that I used to make troughs, and I filled it full of water, and I've got the pots soaking. You can see where they're trying to absorb all the water into the pores of the Hypertufa. But anyway, what I've done is just to try to get them clean, I need to maybe scrub a little on the outside. I'm not going to scrub hard enough to get the moss necessarily out of it, but I just want to make sure that I don't have any hitchhikers, bugs, bug eggs, anything like that on the pot. Here's another one, a shallow bowl. You can see that there's, I don't know if it'll show very clearly here in the camera, but there is some moss growing in the crevices and also some tiny bits of, I think that looks like, maybe the sedum sexangulaire growing in that. I forget what was specifically in that pot. But if I, like for instance, fill this with an indoor succulent, I don't want some of that growing in there because that's basically an outdoor succulent. But I want to make sure I get a screwdriver and repoke the holes clear because most of the time they get stuffed full of the dirt and you have to clear them occasionally. Let's see, what else have I got down in here? Oh, here's the long bread basket type that I made a long time ago. You can still see the indentations of the basket on there. But this is a nice big long one to soak, and I think a nice long row of succulents in there would look really pretty. I can't remember what I had in it before. It's been such a while since I unloaded that one. And this one was made, I think that was one that I made with an ice cream bucket. I don't remember what brand has them in little oval buckets like that. But this is one of the ones I've made that way. It's a little shallow, so maybe just one or two little simps. No. Maybe one of the Pearl von Nuremberg, something like that, just so that it can fill up this one. The indentations are still in there. You can see some deterioration in the pot, but I think it looks really good. It looks aged and weathered, just like I like them. I think the other one in here is a bigger bowl. Now this is a bowl that was just the plain concrete. I'm sorry, not plain concrete, plain Hypertufa without any additions to it for color. I think most of those were buff because I really have a thing for buff. This may have been the charcoal since it's so dark gray, but that's the charcoal. But I'm getting these rinsed up and ready, and they will be ready to transplant because I've got a lot of my succulents that I purchased and I want to get them transplanted as soon as possible. Now let me show you the ones that are going into the here. Oh, one more pot. This is not Hypertufa. This is a cute little pot. And I've drilled him, so he's ready to get cleaned up, and he's going to be a candidate. Now over here are the plants that I need to get in. You can remember those ones that I got in my most recent plant haul. They need to be potted up. I've got to get them into a container. Look at this one, this big long one. It's growing so well. It's even got starts in every little crook. So I want to get him in something. So who knows what that's going to end up in. But I'll get those planted up. Looking good.